Friday Night is sponsored by these local businesses.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Touchdown Friday Night, one of the largest high school football shows in Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, Virginia. See what I did there? That's right. Added more states. I'm Kenny Hawkins, along with my partner in crime, Nick Dugan, and what a night. Hopefully most of you enjoyed our broadcast of the Musket Bowl tonight. But if you missed it, that's cool because we got sights and sounds in a moment. But before we get this party started, here's Nick with our Pisgah Roofing Top Tackle of the Night. Nick?
Top Tackle of the Week is sponsored by Pisgah Roofing.
Kenny, thanks. Elizabethton Granger over in E-Town tonight at Citizens Bank. Braden Rainwater goes low. Landry Buckles goes high. Planting the Grizzlies quarterback back into the ground. That's a tag team. That looked like an old wrestling deal back there, didn't it? That looked nice. Yeah. Elizabethton would go on to win tonight, and they get our top tackle of the night, Pisgah Roofing. Top tackle of the night. Kenny?
All right, thanks, Nick. The 54th annual Musket Bowl took place tonight in Jonesboro, and the David Crockett Pioneers are trying to do something that no one on their team has ever done, and that was beat Daniel Boone. One last chance for the seniors. The 54th annual Musket Bowl, and the visitors got a big boost early from running back Zeke Sloan. First quarter, inside handoff, and the junior finds a big hole, breaks a few tackles, and gets to the pylon. The first touchdown of the game, 7-0 Crockett. Same score, second quarter, out of the shotgun. Sloan again will burst through a seam into the secondary, lowers his shoulder, finds the end zone, 14-0. We're not done. Sloan had 3 scores on the night. It was 21-0 Crockett at the half. To the fourth quarter, 28-0. Daniel Boone finally cashes in on a long drive. Drew Fleming wins the foot race, 18 yards. It's 28-7, but Crockett slams the door shut when A.J. Wynn looks deep, finds LaMarcus Dunn, who leaps for the touchdown grab. Better get your popcorn ready. David Crockett snaps a 3-game Musket Bowl skid, winning tonight 35-7.
We knew they were going to come in, try to run the football down our throat. I thought our defense answered the bell pretty much all night. Did not play well in the line of scrimmage last week. Came out tonight, put our best ball game together, took care of business.
Feels pretty good. Just another game on the now we're first in conference. Hope we can carry this momentum to the future weeks, and we got our end goal.
It just feels good. It's a surreal feeling, especially as a senior, and especially at the fact that we lost the last 3 years.
Just another game. Come on, AJ. Stop it. Stop it. Crockett wins tonight over Daniel Boone by the final of 35-7. The Musket heads to Pioneer Country. It was West Green, look at this, beating Chucky Doak tonight by the final of 27-13. Cherokee Chiefs hosted the Greenville Green Devils in Rogersville. They had to forfeit that Tennessee High win. They were not in a good mood tonight. We pick it up in the first quarter where junior quarterback Caden Ball keeps it, absorbs some contact, finds his way into the end zone to give Greenville an 18-0 lead. Cherokee wouldn't go away, though. Easily Landon Jefferson completes a nice pass to Roe Fletcher for the first down. But later in the half, senior running back Carson Quillen, where have we heard that name before?
Player of the week, maybe?
Oh, that's right. Takes it straight up the gut, weaves his way through the defense. 50 yards later, he's in the end zone for the touchdown. Greenville rolled tonight. They went on to win 46-0 to improve 2-1, while the Cherokee Chiefs losing that contest, their first game, I think, of the season. Hardin Valley over Cott County, that final 37-15. Elizabethton coming off a bye week after losing to Science Hill in week 1. We're looking to get things back on track. Very first play on the second quarter, Granger quarterback Ashton Taylor was looking downfield for his target, but he forgot about Justin Whitehead. That's right, wrong jersey, buddy. Well, you know what? They say a good offense could be a good defense could be a good offense. I'll read that right in a moment. Whitehead found a lane down the sideline, dove into the end zone for the touchdown. A few plays later, Cyclones thought it was breakfast time because they served up pancakes. Who wrote this? Offensive lineman Nolan Loveday and Landon Hughes would carry the defender from the 20-yard line almost all the way into the end zone. As running back Justice Walling would bring the Cyclones back into the red zone, ended in another Cyclone score. If night couldn't get worse for the Grizzlies, well, think again. Cyclone defense was storming towards the backfield. Riley Jones got the tackle in the end zone for a safety. Cyclones would go on to win this one after leading 44-0 at the half. That final, Elizabethton 57-6. It was Granger, or should I say losing to Elizabethton 57-6, and it was Cosby over Union County 26-0. Nick?
Kenny, thanks. Dobbins Bennett has gone 69-9 against former Sullivan County schools, Central, North, and South combined. 4 years ago, they decided to join forces and create West Ridge High School. Now, the Wolves won a Big East Conference title and finished second last season. What they have not done is beat Sullivan County foe Dobbins Bennett. The Wolves facing a packed crowd at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. The Tribe lead 21-zip at the break, and they're picking up where they left off. Quarterback Austin Sykes dumping off to Peyton Franklin. Franklin going in untouched. You can make it 28-0. West Ridge not throwing in the towel just quite yet. They switched to a goal line formation. That's going to open up some holes here in the backfield. Ethan Amix puts the Wolves on the board for the first time, and the Tribe back on offense now. This time Sykes, he's going to look deep after the pump. Finds a wide open roll through it. Get on into the end zone, young man. It's 35-7. West Ridge able to score again, but it was just too easy for DB. Tegan Begley breaking free for over 40 yards. He is back in the lineup, and boy, are they glad to have him. Begley to the house. West Ridge had no answer for Dobbins Bennett tonight.
Our guys play hard. Our guys compete. I thought we showed that tonight. You know, as long as we can keep the offense rolling right there, you know, our secondary is playing really good. We got to get more pressure on the quarterback, but I like all that we saw tonight with that.
I mean, my line performed amazing tonight. They were opening holes that really anybody could run through, and it was my job to just see them and fit the hole and do my best to get yards for my team.
Our defense is awesome, man. Our defense is every year strong, so we always rely on them, and they do their jobs, and the offense tries to do their job sometimes.
So a big win for DB at home. 42-13 is your final. It was North Green over Jellicoe tonight, 24-20. Hancock County took a trip across the mountains to face Cloudland on their home turf, and these guys are fired up and ready to go. They usually are up on the mountain. Right off the jump, it's Grayson Cole. He had a big night last week. Cole runs right into the teeth of the defense, but he comes out the other side with a touchdown. The Highlanders start things hot, 6-0. Now, Quade Trent trying to make something happen for Hancock County. A tackle, and maybe Quade, but Landon Barnett out of nowhere makes the tackle. Look, I'm just, you know.
Quade forever with me there.
Oh, it could be fun. Cole, once again, up to his usual trick, sliding through the defense like a hot knife through butter, picking up another touchdown for the Highlanders. Speaking of butter, I think this team, well, that'd be Hancock is toast. 2-point conversion is good for Bryce Birchfield. He takes the scenic route, but he still gets there. It's 18-0. The Highlanders walk away with a well-earned victory tonight as they roll Hancock County 50-6. It was Johnson County also putting up a hurting on Claiborne, 54-0. All right, that's 5 down. We still got 10 more to go. We check in on Science Hill, Tennessee High, and Hampton before making the run for the board. But first, Cherokee cheerleaders. They'll take us to break.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Over to Jefferson County. The Patriots look to bounce back against Science Hill after a Week 2 loss to Sevier County. Science Hill knocking on the door. Quarterback Baylor necessary. Wouldn't he move to quarterback? Has he played every position on the team?
Just let him
Tossing the ball to his main man, Zane Huff, who makes necessary catch, putting Science Hill up 7-0. Early in the second quarter, Patriots respond with their own razzle-dazzle. Mason Henderson hands the ball off to Sean Young, who takes it all the way for a 40-yard touchdown. Game tied at 7. Hilltoppers come on top in this game. They went on to win. This is a big win for Science Hill. That final tonight, 20-14 over the Patriots. It was also Northview Academy beating Seymour 41-35. Sullivan East led 14-0 over Volunteer late in the second quarter. It looked like the Patriots would add another score. Peyton Lingerfeld ran inside the 10-yard line, but East would miss a short field goal. The Falcons then went to work. Jamison Mao found Dakota Regal for about 20 yards on the out pattern. Then with no time left on the clock, Mao drops back, launches the Hail Mary, and it's caught in the end zone by Reed Scott. Falcons drew to within 7 at the half. As we go to the board, it looks like this. Close game tonight. Solon East went on to win over Volunteer 24-21. Also was Unicoi County beating Pigeon Forge 35-14. We kicked things off early in the first quarter. The Bears were looking to get that running game going, Pisgah and Hampton, but the Bulldogs' run defense was holding strong. Big stop by Jaden Kuhn. Unfortunately for the Bulldogs, the Bears would convert on fourth down. Very next play, Bears quarterback Aaron Clark finds his wideout Jake Lowry for the touchdown grab. Bears up early 7-0. Bulldogs would stall out on their next drive, but the defense still showed signs of home. Isaiah Betcher put the pressure on Clark and almost caused the safety. As we go to the board, it looks like this. Hampton losing to Pisgah, North Carolina tonight by the final of 35-0. It was South Green over Cumberland Gap 42-0. Nick?
Kenny, thanks. Now to Hamblin County, Morristown West, the Trojans hosting the Vikings from Tennessee High. It's an ancient warrior battle. On the very first drive of the game, Elijah Plumbar takes the handoff, gets behind a few good blocks, picks up a nice 12-yard gain. The Vikes weren't able to cap off the drive with points, though. West took advantage. Malachi Monroe, the handoff, that rolls off the tongue, makes a great jump cut, get past the line, bullying his way to the 2-yard line. The very next play, the 220-pound tailback capped off the drive with a touchdown. It gives West a 6-0 lead. They would hold on to that lead for the remainder of this one. It was tight, but the Vikings fall 20-14 as West improves to 1-1 on the year. Sevier County rolling past Lenoir City tonight, 42-6. And some more scores for you there. Union blanking Richlands 53-0. Wise Central winning 28-13 over the Scarlet Hurricanes. It was a defensive battle in the first quarter. John Battle and Virginia High scoreless after one. That's where we pick things up. Finally, here we go. We got Logan Slagle in the flat. He was off to the races down the sideline before being corralled. He gets corralled inside the 20 a couple of plays later. Bearcats finally break through in the scoring drought. Keyshawn Smith running around the corner to the end zone. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Yes, and if we go to the board, the Bearcats, well, it was all Bearcats tonight. How about a 2-0 start for them over Bristol rival John Battle 35-7. Lehigh over Thomas Walker tonight 28-21. Well, that is plenty down, but still a few more to go as we finish off in Southwest Virginia with some more action. Stops at Castlewood, Lebanon, and Twin Springs. But first, Virginia High Marching Band. I'll take it.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. The Unaka Rangers are at Twin Springs High School to take on the Titans. First quarter, the Titans have a long way to the end zone, but quarterback Clay Ross says not for him. He gets outside, has nothing but green grass ahead, and that's 86-yard run on the play. Twin Springs puts up the first points of the night in style. Rangers taking their time on the other end. They get into the red zone. Quarterback Brian repass. Rolls out and finds Connor McKinney outside, who makes his way for 6, ties the game at 6 apiece. The very next drive, Unaka kicking off. Twin Springs is caught by Tristan Vicars, who turns up. See how I made that real fancy? Making the way down the sideline, almost untouched, as the Titans retake the lead and never look back. As we go to the board, it looks like this. Unaka losing to Twin Springs tonight, 39-20, was Riverheads over Tazewell, 52-21. Other scores, Holston and Narrows. Holston winning 48-14. Rural Retreat winning tonight by 41. Let's go out to Castlewood, where the Blue Devils were hosting the Honecker Tigers. The Tigers got control of this one early thanks to a big pass touchdown from, I said they were going to try and silence the music, Peyton music that is, to his brother Avery, but the Tigers up 8-0 after a 2-point conversion. Would that be music to music? The next possession for the Tigers, they find themselves in the red zone where Jackson Dye would rush it in for the second touchdown of the game. Honecker would go for 2 again. They don't kick up there. They don't kick. But the Music Brothers would connect again on a toe tap, making the score 16-0. Castlewood wasn't able to get on the board. As we go to the board, you got to watch out for those Music Brothers. And they were in tune tonight. They won 49-7. It was Eastside over Hurley, 46-12. Nick?
Kenny, thanks. A little trip out to Lebanon where the Pioneers hosting Patrick Henry tonight. We got here, Patriots up 14-7 near the end of the second quarter. Patrick Henry, enough time for Mikey Jenkins to punch one in just before the half.
He likes it.
That's right, 20-7 thanks to a missed PAT. The Pioneers, though, would answer on the very next offensive play. Michael Reese to Toby Baker, 80 yards.
Touchdown maker.
See ya. That's Baker, the touchdown maker. 80 yards to the crib. We go into the half, Patriots up 20-13. Out of the break, Jenkins, well, he's not going to be stopped. He puts another touchdown on the board here for Patrick Henry. Lebanon, they're going to come back and respond. Look at them running hard. Nice. I like the Patrick Henry running backs the last couple of years. Reese, though, buying some time and he heaves this one up, It's bobbled, but Garrett comes down with a little Randy Moss action over top for the catch.
See, a play of the week candidate.
That score would ultimately put the Patriots away as Lebanon goes on to win this one 42-20. Rye Cove over Northwood 62-0. We got some more action for you. Abingdon at Christiansburg out the way of Roanoke tonight. Blue Demons up 21-17. Abingdon possession quarterback Isaac Brooks passing it to Owen Barr, and you know what Barr does. He takes it a long way, and he is going to break a couple of tackles, and he's running. He's going to be stopped just short, but they would go on to punch it in later there as the Falcons Ty Kevin Thompson walks his way in.
Wow.
24-21. Christiansburg possession. Quarterback Isaiah Cotto fakes the pass. He's going to run with it, and he's got some blockers in front of him. He is not looking back. That's a touchdown, a long one. That brings Christiansburg back up to 28-24 in the second half. As we go to the scoreboard, it looks like this. A tight one out that way, but Abingdon comes out on top late, defeating Christiansburg 31-28, a big win for the Falcons. Ridgeview blanks Grundy 46-0. Some other scores out there for you tonight. J.I. Burton falling to Chilhowie 34-7. And there's still more football happening for you. George Wythe falls to Alta Vista in Southwest Virginia by the final of 24-0. All right, that's going to do it for our high school football coverage tonight. If there's a highlight or game you missed, go ahead and log on to our website, WJHL.com. We'll have it up there shortly after the show. When we come back, Kenny wraps up the day in sports. Stay with us.